Can the Carolina Panthers defensive line have Jimmy G seeing ghost? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panther jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show on things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roma.com and wherever else. And guys, we got a lot to talk about today, man. First of all, we need our Panthers defensive line to get busy. We got to talk about that. We didn't know if our defense can stop a certain addition the 49ers just made. We got to talk about that. And we have to talk about the Panthers and what decision are they going to make at a very important position. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is that the Carolina Panthers are going to have to go against the undefeated 49ers. And not only that, the 49ers just made a trade to get Emmanuel Sanders on their team. Now, my big thing is I'm not too worried about it. Why? Because I think our defense is very good. I think, you know, our secondary is pretty good. Better than, you know, people thought. You know, so I think our secondary is definitely better than people thought. James Bradbury is playing like he wants to get paid, obviously, and he's probably going to get paid because of the play he's doing. Dante Jackson, I think, will be healthy. He'll be back, and he's definitely a baller. Eric Reed and Trey Boston are pretty good in the back end. So I'm not too worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I think Emmanuel Sanders is a good addition for the 49ers. I think the 49ers, you know, definitely improved their receiving core. But I also feel like our secondary has gone against teams with really good receiving cores in the first place. We went against Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? We went against D-Hop and Will Fuller. We went against some good receiving cores. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too worried about our receiving core getting exposed our secondary getting exposed like that, because again, like I said, we went against pretty good receivers. You know, DeAndre Hopkins is arguably one of the best receivers in the league. You know what I'm saying? Will Fuller had like a 3-touchdown game against the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? So we went against some pretty good offenses. You know what I'm saying? And we held our own for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Even Tampa Bay put up like 50 something on the Rams, and we shut that down. So the Panthers secondary is not as good as the front seven. You know, let's be honest about that. But just they're no slouch. You know what I'm saying? They're not trash. They're not, you know what I'm saying, the freaking Eagles secondary. You feel me? So I think the secondary is pretty good. I think Emmanuel Sanders is a good addition for the 49ers and makes it a little bit more difficult. We gotta watch more tape on that, you know what I'm saying, and see how he's gonna acclimate to the system. But also, I don't think he's gonna have a big variety of plays either, because he has to get used to the 49ers playbook. He has to get used to, you know what I'm saying, obviously Kyle Shanahan run offense, and he hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? He just got traded from the Broncos, but you know what I'm saying, he is a very good talent. He used to be a Pro Bowler, so he can acclimate pretty quickly. But I just think that, you know what I'm saying, the way our team is built, especially defensively, I think we'll be able to handle it, and I think it's a good addition for them, and it's gonna make it a little bit harder for us. But I definitely think our defense can handle it the way our defense has been playing. And the second thing I want to talk about is if our Panthers defensive line is going to have Jimmy G seeing ghosts. Now, everybody's been clowning Sam Darnold about the whole seeing ghost thing when he played the Patriots, and it was pretty funny. Obviously, the Jets players did not appreciate it, or the head coach. They're pretty upset about it, but it's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? He said he was seeing ghosts. Now, mind you, in the context of seeing ghosts, he's not saying that he was scared or afraid of the D-line. He's not saying that. What he's saying is that he's seeing the defense, and he's thinking it's one coverage, and they're going to blitz from one way, and it's not really that. The coverages were confusing him. They were, you know what I'm saying, they were not, he wasn't really, he thought somebody would come from one way and it came from another way. That's what he meant by seeing ghosts, because now he can't read the coverages. The coverages were getting to him. They're kind of complex. Bill Belichick's defenses tend to be, you know what I'm saying, complex. So that's what kind of happened. The Panthers defense needs to have Jimmy G seeing ghosts. They need to be, coverage needs to be disguised. We need good, secondary coverage. We need to shock them. We need, especially because it's an undefeated team, we need to come with our A game. We need to come with some stuff that we had, cooked up. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I truly believe like you should have like 3 different playbooks. You know what I'm saying? Because I want a whole different playbook for the playoffs. I want every tape that these guys seen before to be completely different. Now, this game, I wouldn't say all that, but I think as far as defensive wise, I think the defense needs to be on fire, intricate. I think our team runs by the defense and the run game. We all know that. So the defense has to make a statement. We're going against a very good defense. Also, I think it's going to be a very defensive game. So I think our defense needs to have Jimmy G seeing ghosts, man. I think they need to have him thinking it's one coverage and it's another coverage and really mess up their game plan. Because Kyle Shanahan's offenses are very good. Obviously, we see what he did in Atlanta. Now he's doing it in 49ers. Their offenses are very good. The only thing that Atlanta had that 49ers don't have is obviously the receiving core. The receiving core in Atlanta was way better. But, our Panthers D-line need to get after the passer. I think their left tackle is still, injured. Who knows? I don't know if Joe Stanley's going to be back. But we need for our Panthers defensive line and front 7 to dictate the game. We need to come out like gangbusters. We're underdogs by 5.5 points. We're at their home. We need to come out and punch them in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And see if they can recover. If we could do that, we can really lead the game towards our favor. Finally, I want to know what the Panthers are going to do about the receiver position. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of this. This is reminiscent of 2015. And the reason why I say that is because of this. In 2015, we had a historic run, we were 15-1. And all throughout that year, people were saying we should get Calvin Johnson. We should trade for Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson's a baller. Get him out of Detroit, put him on your team. He deserves a championship ring. He'll really help out our team because we didn't have no, dominant receivers besides like Ted Ginn, who was 50-50, and Philly Brown, whatever. But that's what they said. We didn't do it. The Panthers stayed pat. We didn't trade for him. We was like, all right, well, we have a good team, right? And then in the Super Bowl, we needed our receivers to step up. Ted Ginn couldn't create separation on Chris Harris Jr. We was getting shut down. Pass rush was getting to us. And that was the problem. People also say we should trade for Joe Thomas. Obviously, Joe Thomas used to be the left tackle for the Cleveland Browns and was a very good left tackle at that. We didn't do it. Again, we got exposed when the pass rush from DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller came at us. So please, Panthers, I'm telling you now, do not be afraid to make moves before the trade deadline. Find us another receiver. Our O-line is good. I think the only thing we need to work on is receiver position. Now, mind you, Emmanuel Sanders is off the board. Mohamed Sanu is off the board. Both these guys are traded already. And the Panthers, I see, are not moving. They're slow to move. And I don't understand that because this is a very good season. We were at 4-2. You know what I'm saying? We playing the 49ers, who we have a good opportunity of beating. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. And if we go 5-2, 6-2, and all, you know what I'm saying, and we start piling on some wins, and we go in the playoffs, we have a very good team. You know what I'm saying? We can, especially against the Saints. I think, you know what I'm saying, when we play the Saints, that's going to be a very good matchup. So we need to start trying to at least better our team. The Saints have a dominant receiver. They have, a good O-line. They have all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the Panthers are in a good situation also. We need to bolster our team, put our team over the edge. We see all these teams making trades. Rams got Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? 49ers got Emmanuel Sanders. Patriots got Mohamed Sanu. And these are teams that, two of the teams are undefeated. And they're still making moves. So a team like us that's in the top area of the NFC, that have we could have a very good season. We need to be willing to make moves. And everybody's like, oh yeah, but you don't want to give up draft picks. Draft picks, they might pan out, they might not. Especially if you have a good year. Think about this. Vernon Butler, it took him 5 years. Now he's actually having a good season. But we had him on the team the whole time. So don't be caught up on draft picks. Because again, we've seen draft picks not pan out. Case in point, Kelvin Benjamin did not pan out. So draft picks are good if they work out. They might not. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way we're going, it doesn't look like we're going to pick high in the draft either. So if I was them, I'd be like, listen, I'm going for broke. Especially with Ron Rivera and Marty Herney both on the hot seat. I'd be like, listen, I'm going for broke. I'm trying to trade and get somebody in this building that can help us win. So if I was the Panthers, if I was Marty Herney, if I was Ron Rivera, that would be my goal. I'm trying to get people in the building. So I don't know what they're going to do, but that's what I'll be doing. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roma.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. Do you think our Panthers defensive line is going to have Jimmy GC and Ghost? Put that in the comment section below. Do you feel me on the trading, or do you think, saying the Panthers should just stay pat? Put that in the comment section below. And also check out the Spreadshirt account, the Patreon page. Both those links are in the description. Check out the NFL affiliate link. That link is also in the description below. Check out my dog Renard's Steam channel. Very funny dude, very talented. We also have a podcast together. The video's gonna be at the very end of mine, at the end screen. Definitely check it out, man. We talk about some really interesting topics. And some of the guys, like I said, I see the trickle effect. I see some of the guys, some of the people on our channel going over there. Definitely keep on watching the videos, man, because like I said, we talk about some pretty interesting stuff. Also, share this with other Panther fans. You might Panther related, anybody football related. Let them know LCameraTV is rocking Panther Nation. Panther Nation rocking LCameraTV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love, man. I know I haven't been dropping a video as often, but things been going on. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Peace.